Hello everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to be building a Napoleon Rogue RSE 525 barbecue. First course of action is to get everything out of the box. The only bit that you're going to need is a 3/8 socket to build the whole barbecue. So let's get started. Alright, so we got everything out of the box. All of the garbage is back in the box. All the plastic has been segregated, so it's neat and tidy for the store employees to come by and pick it up. Everything's out of the box, as you can see. Workspace is neat and tidy. All the components. Ensure that when you're opening the box that you're not opening the knife more than this. We don't want you to cut the barbecues on the inside when you're opening. And your tool should never be higher than 10 torque. We don't need you stripping screws or anything like that. All right, so let's get building. All right, so first we start with the base. This slot right here needs to be closest to you. Start with the wall. Take note of these tabs right here. They have to go inside the squares on the side. Like this. And they lock in. Two screws on each will secure them. Right down here. Next, the back wall. This is the back wall. Goes on the bottom. As such. You put a screw right in here on both sides. Next are the shelving brackets. They go into the walls with this lip up. So you can see this lip. Two screws in each. Next is the top back wall. Has little inserts, as you can see here, that slide into the back and slide down to lock. Two screws to secure the panel you just put in. After that, we're gonna start installing the wheels. So you take the whole unit, put it on its back, as such. These are the wheel holders. You can see they have a pinching mechanism right here. All you gotta do is push them in hard. Next are the wheels. The wheels can be hard to get in sometimes, so don't kill yourself. Just put it on the floor and then a light little tap to bang the wheels in. Next, we put in the grease catcher as such. Now we're gonna put the barbecue on top of the stand. So you can see here, the barbecue's gonna sit in this slot and make sure that the piece goes through. You'll see in what I mean in a moment. This is the piece that has to fit into the slot on the side of the barbecue. All right. Careful when you're lifting, lift your legs, right? Now before you put the barbecue into its holder, you gotta feed the side burner hose through the side of the side panel here. So this slot right here is gonna fit right into here, as you can see here. Make sure that before you put the barbecue into its holder, that you feed the hose, the side hose, through the side panel, so it's not gonna be very easy once the barbecue is already in the holder. You can see here, make sure that is not like that. It needs to be lifted and as such. All right, so next we come down inside the barbecue. We start with this piece, it goes underneath and then secured with a screw on top. This piece goes around this hose. Be very careful. This plastic piece has a tendency to break very easily. And then it gets inserted into that hole right there. That's it. Next, we have this piece. The magnet for the door gets inserted right in here. Next, we have this piece, which is supports the hinge for the door. It goes right up here. Once you have the barbecue situated in the stand properly, there's 2 bolts on either side of the barbecue to secure it to the stand. Next, we have this piece, which holds and supports the hinge for the door. Goes right up here, slides underneath, so you can see underneath that other metal bracket there. It should kind of hold itself there, allowing you to put a screw in there. just make it level. Do the same for the other side. With this piece up, goes like this. Like that. There we go. Next we have the grease tray. You have to put this in before you put in the tray. You can't get that in once the tray is already in. Like that. Then your nether magnet goes up here. Next, we're gonna put the handles on the doors. Easiest way I find to do it is to put the door upside down, put your screws in like this, hold your handle underneath. As such, do that twice. All right, next we'll be installing the side wings on the barbecue. You see the one with the burner needs to go where you pulled the hose through the side here. So we'll start with the non-burner. And it gets inserted into these brackets that we installed before. Like that. And to get this one in, I just have to bend it a little back that way, and it just sits in there like that. Opens up, it locks, and down. To secure the wing on the side of the barbecue, we use these pieces here. They're just a snap and push in. Can't do it with the bar here. 2 hands. Snapping in this piece, just push. Like that. On the side panel you just installed, we're going to install this brush holder. It goes in like this. As such, but easier to access it. Bring this down, put it through like there, as such, and then you can screw on your wing nuts. Like that. And there's one more. All right, so the side wing with a burner gets installed the same way as the other side. Such. On the bottom pole, as you can see, same deal. We just use those snap brackets to secure these in. All right, so after you've secured your snap nuts, to make sure that the wing is secure, we're gonna hook up with the hose line now. You see here, pull this off, as such, and insert it into here, and attach this guy. as such. Secures it in there. This part here, be very careful when you're installing it. It has a tendency to break a lot. It goes right on the threads here, and it sits up against the back here. So it covers this piece right here carefully. Has a tendency to break. It's like push it slowly and it locks in like that. The little slot on the side here, as you can see, that's for the cable to come through like this, and the whole piece gets inserted into the sidewall of the barbecue as such and secures it. This cord for the ignition gets put in right here. All right, now it's all set up.